Mark Brower. I'm your presenter for the day. We're going to be chatting about core values for DevOps. As some of you may have gathered from my accent, I come from South Africa. I have over 25 years of IT and general business experience and have worked for global giants such as Oracle, SAP, JD Edwards, and KPMG. Through my career, I've also invested in a number of different business ventures, and I've also started 2 cloud-based service organizations, one focusing on property management and investing, and the other one was working capital solution. Those 2 businesses I sold off a couple of years ago, and currently I am working in Pretoria as an IT director for a management consulting business. My responsibilities include DevOps as well as providing consulting services to our clients. Just from a geographic perspective, I've worked extensively across the EMEA region, or Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and I've had the privilege of traveling to and working in 26 different African countries. Right, let's get through to the crux of today's presentation. The DevOps philosophy. DevOps, or development operations, is used to describe a set of modern IT practices which seeks to increase collaboration between developers and operation staff in order to deliver applications and services at high velocity. The aim is to break the legacy conflict between development and operations by leveraging lean thinking practices. The purpose is to deliver more with less and achieve better quality for less. You actually want to spend more time delivering value to the business than you do putting out fires. And usually it's the other way around, which is quite a shame. So what are values? How do values contribute to this, the DevOps philosophy? These are general principles that regulate our day-to-day behavior within an organization. It allows members of the organization to interact harmoniously, which then makes it easier for them to reach their goals, which normally would be impossible to achieve individually. And it's critical for any organization. It means that people are aiming for the same thing. They are aligned in terms of the corporate strategy as well as the philosophies and principles that guide the organization. Principles of DevOps. We can't talk about these without referring to the Phoenix Project. This is a book that was written by Gene Kim, Kevin Baer, and George Spafford. And in the book, they introduce 3 leading principles, which they call ways, of the DevOps philosophy. These 3 ways are now standards in DevOps thinking. The first way refers to systems thinking. From a systems thinking approach, DevOps thinking is fundamentally different from the traditional form of analysis. The latter focuses on separating the individual software engineering pieces, for example, architecture, coding, testing, etc. In contrast, the DevOps approach focuses on how all the different aspects of the software lifecycle interact with the other constituents of the system. The second way refers to feedback loops. Continuous feedback is essential across teams in order to improve future releases. The third way refers to continual experimentation and learning. Organizational learning from errors and inefficiencies should be encouraged so that everyone in DevOps can learn and profit from these problem solutions and knowledge. Systems thinking, according to Deming, is an appreciation for the system. In order to implement systems thinking, we have to get rid of silos to gain a true understanding of the business system and its value. System thinking resolves walls of confusion between departments, decreases lead time, and creates team members to be more generalized and specialized. To implement systems thinking, it's useful to apply lean thinking. Lean thinking is a practice that sets the standards for discipline, efficiency, and effectiveness of an organization. The 7 key principles of lean thinking include elimination of waste, building quality into the system, the creation of knowledge, deferring commitment, delivering fast, respect for people, and optimizing the whole. Also important for systems thinking is the concept of automating everything. As Jez Humble says, computers do repetitive tasks, but people resolve problems. So we should be looking at automating as much as possible, including release management, testing, code reviews, provisioning, configuration management, system integration, monitoring, and control. The other thing that's also important for system thinking is the idea of measuring everything. As John Willis said, if you can't measure, you can't improve. DevOps implementation should measure everything it can and as often as it can. Performance metrics, process metrics, and even people metrics. All stages of the value stream is important. It allows us to detect and remedy problems early. When we do that, the problems are generally smaller, cheaper, and easier to fix, and averts problems before they become catastrophes. Feedback is very dependent on collaboration, and collaboration is critical between all teams from design through to support. Tools can be used to assist in collaboration and providing feedbacks. Tools like Slack, SharePoint, or Wikis for sharing of documentation. And feedback and collaboration can be formal, for example, root cause analysis or postmortems, or just informal discussions. It's also important to provide complete visibility of work at any given point in time. There are tools like Jira that will allow one to track work, activities, tasks, user stories, and progress. Anyone should be able to track progress and provide feedback through the entire development to production processes. It's also important to note that there can't be any improvement without feedback. So the important thing is to create a culture of continuous improvement in everything we do. Postmortem should be blameless because success and failure is normal in any development cycle. It's important to create a culture of learning and sharing. Sharing new learnings, and that could come from successes or failures. You shouldn't be scared of failures. Edison said, "I've not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." Teamwork is incredibly important in terms of the cultural aspect of what it means to doing DevOps. It means sharing responsibilities and accountability. It also means calculated risk-taking. High-performance DevOps organizations make errors more often than others. This is not only okay, but this is also what is required to learn and perform better. The other important thing about cultural experimentation and learning is trust. One cannot be successful if you can't trust other parts of the organization. Team members need to build trust across the organization, not only within DevOps, but with internal and external clients alike. Trust makes relationships stronger across the organization. Improved quality of work will be a natural byproduct of that. From Tower Stone Leadership Center with regards to corporate values. When the values of the organization are aligned with the personal values of employees, the result is a high-performance environment with high levels of employee engagement and the pursuit of excellence for the benefit of the organization. Thanks for listening to me, and I look forward to your feedback loops. Have a great day.